everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm outside Stamford Bridge. Chelsea have beaten Newcastle 1-0 in the Carabao Cup. Jacob is a very happy man. Father, he's drinking a Heineken.
Hey, happy. It's still Tuesday, yeah? I forgot it's still Tuesday.
It's almost Wednesday, I'll be honest with you. It's that late, we're recording late.
Mate, it's almost late over here. It's almost late. Some of you watching from Australia, big up for you, yeah? It's already past noon over there, but big up, big up.
And we've also got Dan as well. Second game in a row, Dan.
Yes, mate.
Good to have you on, my friend. After the Sheffield game, you were very negative. I'll be honest with you. You were very negative, and you could not take many positives out of what you saw. Has that changed based on what you've seen today?
A little bit. Do you know what? Cundy came on and he spoke very well and very positive about what we saw against Sheffield United. And I thought, do you know what? When I speak about the games, I need to try and find the positives. Well, I sat there today and I did struggle for a bit. I did. But the positive is we're in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. And I've said it from the beginning of the season. This is our biggest competition. This is what we have to go and win. And we've done it tonight. We're in the semi-final. We have to keep pushing. The draw looks pretty favourable. I'd fancy us against two of the teams. I think Liverpool will probably go and beat West Ham, but if you're giving us Fulham or Middlesbrough, we got a chance, no doubt about it. Our squad is good enough to progress against two of them. If we get Liverpool though, you just don't need it. But in the final, I'd fancy our chances against Liverpool. Why not? We got to turn up with Chelsea. The one thing I'll say, and a massive positive from tonight, is that the players at the end of the game have never seen Stamford Bridge like that. This squad, a lot of them are new this season. Don't forget about that. And in the last sort of 12 months, 18 months, they'll want that more because they've never even built like a relationship or a rapport with the fans, and they've seen that tonight how this place can rock when things are going well. That's the biggest positive I think we got to take from it. I could sit here and slate the performance. I think things aren't good enough. I think Pochettino, I struggle with what the identity and the tactics that he's trying to introduce to the team. He's playing a possession-based game, which I said last week as well, at the weekend. That's not our strength. We're not playing to our strengths at the moment under Pochettino. We look far better when the game's open, when we're moving the ball fast, and we're creating chances when the other team aren't able to set. As soon as they're setting in a mid or a low block, we're struggling big time. As soon as the game's open, we're creating chances. I'll tell you what, I slated Jackson the other day. As soon as he come off the pitch today, the energy dropped. And Nkunku came on for Jackson. I'll be honest, I don't think that was the right sub. I think we were in such a position in that game that Dazassi could have actually come off. Gusto could have gone right back, and Nkunku could have just occupied another space, and we could have moved Sterling or someone out to the left. We had so much of the ball. I think we had 72% possession to finish up with, 15 shots. We've actually dominated Newcastle today. They had one or two chances and an absolute mishap from Badashile for them to score. Other than that, like, we've gone about the game in a good way, but if we're talking about week in, week out, this possession-based football under Pochettino, with the players we currently have, where I feel like the midfield lacks a lot of creativity, bar Cole Palmer and maybe Nkunku coming in, it's just not the right way to go about things. We actually should be looking at how Newcastle are playing. They're this team that are so quick and fast in transition and hurt teams on the break. That's how I see this Chelsea team progressing right now. And then as we are able to move up the table, build results, I think Lewis was saying it earlier, how key it is to just keep getting wins. That buys the manager time, it buys everyone confidence, it allows the board to get a bit of pressure off of them. We can then start introducing this possession-based style of football that we want to play. But first of all, let's do the basics, work hard, win the minimal battles, the small things, the 50-50s, the headers, the aerial duels. Go out there, win this stuff, break on the counter-attack, start creating opportunities, have a bit of energy in our game. As soon as we slow it down, Chelsea are just, it's awful to watch. The stadium falls flat. As soon as we're lively, the atmosphere tonight was for around that 60th, 70th minute was amazing. Like, that's the loudest I've heard Stamford Bridge in a while. Like, I've lost my voice.
No, I don't blame you. It shows you are supporting the team. I mean, that's what you can do. Father, I mean, do you agree with that assessment? What do you want to add?
Yeah, 100% agree. And for me, I felt that we dominate at times, but it's just that lack of finishing, that final third, kind of cost us. I feel like in the first half we were dominating big time, but I just feel like I think the lack of concentration at the back, they literally just counter-attack us on the end. Badashile had a horrendous moment over there. Unfortunately, we can see that goal. After that, we were really down. big time. We were really down up until that 70th minute when that substitution came on. And I just think that if we were a bit more clinical in that final third and not to be a lot more passive, you know, because there was no attacking patterns again in the first half. I felt a bit more down. It was so bad at times to watch, and it's just like at the first half it was very toxic atmosphere when we went 1-0 down.
I mean, would you? This is what I struggle with.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Obviously, Pochettino has a part to play in these results.
Yeah.
And he chose the starting lineup as well.
Yeah.
But you know, he wasn't the one who made the mistake. That was Badie Schill. That was Colwell for the goal that Newcastle scored. So if they don't make that mistake, we're still in the game. And if Gallagher scores, for example, when he hit the post, it's a completely different game. So it was just a very tight-knit affair for me. I don't see Newcastle dominating. I thought we were more on top than they were, and it was just a case of who took their chances.
I think it's also the case of luck as well today. We all got our luck today because of the Trippier mistake. And if we would have been more brave enough to go in that final third, not kind of like passing sideways and sideways back, if we were brave enough, I wish we can do that, man. But at the end of the day, this is a love and hate relationship with our squad sometimes. They're just kind of annoying as we are off the pitch. I just want to see the consistency week in, week out. At the moment, don't get me wrong, we got to win, but boy, on Sunday we got to slow down, because Sunday it will be a tough game against Wolves as well. It's just Christmas Eve as well. Some of us going to be travelling up there, and we don't want to see disappointment over there.
100%. I mean, Jacob, when we did the last fan cam against Sheffield, you and Matt Dav were going at it, and to be fair, I actually give you a lot of credit. I think you handled yourself very well, and yeah, we managed to get the 3 points.
Yeah, I think, look, we got 3 points, and that's all that matters, to be fair. Yeah, I thought against Sheffield of Shields, right performance, but going on to this game, I think it was like we were attacking a lot, but I didn't see that much was happening at the same time. But you know what, right? I do think there was little weaknesses. I don't think it was great. I thought it was, but you know what? I think we had something to get behind today. I think bringing Mudryk on was the right decision. Although as much stick I gave Sterling, to say the least, right, I was a little bit like, oh, I'm not sure. But to be fair, Poch, you were right, because he brung on, scored the goal, and it just had a good end of the game. Mudryk, that's what I said. Yeah. Like, look, we won, and that's all that matters, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna be funny, but we can all moan about old Will at left back. We can all moan that Badashiri made that mistake. We can all moan at this. We can all moan at that. But at the end of the day, right, we've got to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, right? We are. I'm to be honest, now thinking about it, are we going to get like any European football through the league? Yeah, Carabao Cup's our chance. It's our chance to maybe get some Europe and maybe actually win something. Get that winning mentality up, because some of these, because we bought a lot of players, like we sold a lot of players like Key, Kovacic, Jorginho last year. So I think if we start building the winning mentality up, that'll be a positive thing to go with. Yeah.
Absolutely. What about Petrovic? I mean, he was very key for us winning the penalty shootout. What did you make of his performance?
He was good, I thought. Like, a couple of times with distribution at the first, I was a bit like, I don't think you should be doing that. But you know what? He helped us in the penalty shootout. He helped us overall in the game. And fair enough, good performance, but his distribution, in my honest opinion, in some areas weren't particularly great. And I think he does need to look up to the other side more, because there's times where he could have distributed it to the left back or Sanchez. Or
is he better than Sanchez? That is the question.
Is he better than Kepa though?
I'd have everyone. Anyone better than Kepa? I'm not too sure about it. Kepa did have some moments for us. Yeah, but he had moments for us though. But anyway, right, I don't know. I think Petrovic. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I thought he was.
It's a hard question.
I thought he was good today. I think the last 2 games, for me, I've been impressed with him. You know what? Apart from the goal that we conceded, that I just think that he was a good backup to what we have so far. But at the moment, I'm looking at it like, can he keep this kind of momentum? Because at the moment, he's played good. Once Sanchez come back, and then if he keeps playing good, by the time Sanchez come back, it's going to be competition. Who's going to pick then? Headache for Poch.
100%. I mean, anything to add on that, Dan? I mean, it's interesting because I'm everyone's got something different to say.
Yeah.
The general consensus I'm getting is you're not happy with the performance, but you're happy we got the result, to be blunt.
Yeah, I think most Chelsea fans are going to have the same view. I think as a club, we just expect so much better. We expect to play teams off the park when they come to Stamford Bridge. I was listening to Jose Mourinho talking about the record that he had here. Like, those days are so long gone now. But Stamford Bridge used to be a fortress, and the fan base remember that. The fan base are the only people left at the club that do remember that. The rest has been stripped out. The players, even the drip of players all the way through from that golden era that we had, they're all gone now. I don't think there's anyone left.
The true Chelsea fans, really, and I think it shows that, like, I'm not mentioning names, but I've seen Chelsea fans that aren't that loyal. I literally.
Go on, Jacob, say the names. Say the names.
A couple.
Out them.
So a couple of people, maybe at school, maybe not. I know as a Chelsea fan, right, that have gone to Tottenham because we've dropped off a bit. But you know what? They can go out the way, right? We are the proper Chelsea fans. Half of us, or not all of them, apart from Lewis, ain't going, but a lot of us are going to Wolves away, and you know, fans, right, we might lose. Well, fair enough.
I'm going as well, Jacob. Come on,
you're
man.
going? You're going? No.
What's your point, Jacob? Come on, man. Spit it out.
No excuse.
Jacob, what's your point? What's your point?
My point is that, like, the loyal fans that go everywhere, it just shows that who are the actual loyal fans. And you know what? When we go in the future, in 5 years, if we go and win the Champions League somehow, then you know what? Them fans, them plastics, we don't need them back. We want the fan base we got, and to be honest, the more I think about it, the more we do not need to extend our stadium. Our club, our reputation sort of dropped last year or two. So you know, I don't think we need to. But
you said loyal fan base. This guy's a tempo. Only come to the big games.
Go on, Father. Do you have a question for Nathan? Go on. I'll let you hold the mic.
Wait, can I ask you a question? Come over here. Can I ask you a question? Like, how many games have we been to this year?
Well, I can tell you one thing. Every game I've been to, we've won.
Can I ask?
Oh shit!
The answer's 7.
Oh shit! He comes back. Woo! I'm scared.
Okay. Go on, Jacob.
Well, I've got a question, right?
Don't hold the mic.
How many away games have you been to this season?
Boys, we're a fan channel. We're not supposed to do that. We're meant to be inclusive.
Can I say something on that? Look, some fans can't. You can hold the mic. Some fans can't get to every game. It don't mean they're not proper fans. All right. Some fans just can't. Some fans don't have the money. Some fans can't travel. Some fans have work commitments. It doesn't mean they're not proper fans. What happens though is when a club gets as big as Chelsea did, we do get plastic fans. That's just going to happen. That happens around the world. There's no problem with that though, Jacob, as long as they're supporting the best team in the world, right?
Yeah, right.
No problem with that.
I'll take that.
I understand that, but there are some people that just don't bother. Like, I understand he's got work. He works in a restaurant or something. But like, I understand if you got work, but there are fans that generally just wouldn't bother. And to be honest, there's loads of fans that have millions of pounds, but they don't just bother. Do you know what? On this channel, right? We go Chelsea everywhere, right?
Hey, Astrid, can I ask you a question? Astrid.
Where is she?
Oh, is that Astrid? Fuck it, no, that's not Astrid.
That's not, mate.
Mistaken identity.
All right,
should we go back to the original point?